I actually just want to stay a solo entrepreneur because that's what feels doable for me and my family. All right, hear you. However, being a solo entrepreneur means that you're responsible for every email, every problem. When your kid's getting sick, guess what you have to do? You have to cancel your entire schedule, which means you're going to still have overhead because you have a business. But you're not going to be able to pay that overhead because you've had to cancel because you got to take care of your family. What happens if you get sick? You get sick, all of a sudden, bam, $1,000 a day gone out the door because you're sick because you chose to be a solopreneur. When you're a solopreneur, you're taking a massive, massive risk because everything relies on you. So if you're not healthy, if your kids aren't healthy, guess what? Your business suffers. Why do you want to put you and your family in that situation? I coach my clients how not to be a solopreneur because I actually believe it's the hardest phase. Most people believe that being a solopreneur, well, that's the life. I have a flexible schedule. Well, no, you don't because you got to be in with that client at that time. What flexibility is that? You got to be on the Zoom call with that client if you're online. What flexibility is that? True flexibility comes from when you have other people doing the in-person or the online, and you're the person that's the thinker that's running the business. That's true flexibility. And that's when you actually have a team that you can rely on. So if you're sick, if your family's sick, you're able to still have the business run and still be able to make profit and still be able to support all the people without it actually relying on you and everything relying on you. You're not answering emails. You're not distracted when your kid's wanting to play with you because you got to respond to an email. So why do you want to stay a solopreneur? That's my question to you. Why? It's the hardest phase and you do everything. It's just fear. Fear is the thing that's holding you back. Fear is the thing. Fear of growth. Don't be afraid of that growth. Step into the growth. When you freaking grow, your mind expands and you change so many more people's lives. Why are we scared of it?